So in this video today, I'm just going to show you some still shots of odd looking gloves. Gloves that may have just had impact still shots, of maybe some odd lighting, or maybe because the fighters are wearing horsehair gloves, they look totally different to the foam padding. But we're going to focus mainly on the first Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz fight, where Anthony Joshua was actually not wearing horsehair gloves and just wearing normal foam padding gloves. And we're just going to have a look and see where, what happened to the Alphabet Boys' energy for these odd looking gloves in some of these pictures. But check them out anyway. But we'll just stop it right there. We forgot to put red circles around these gloves and green arrows pointing towards these gloves, to make it legit, like these guys cheated, man. Oh my god, this guy's a cheat, man! Look at that glove, man! It's got a red circle around it, man! And a green arrow, damn! Okay, so now we're going to look at some photos that I've taken from a gallery which had several hundred photos of Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, the first fight. And I've taken down these photos in particular because some of them do look a bit odd, a bit strange. But before I go any further, I'm not saying Anthony Joshua cheated. I'm not saying Anthony Joshua is a cheat. I'm not saying Anthony Joshua manipulated these gloves. Nothing like that. But I've just taken these photos down and showing you guys as an example. Gloves can look odd in fights. Still shot photos like this. Photos maybe after AJ's just, hit Ruiz after impact. The gloves maybe look a bit indented. Maybe the lighting on the gloves make it look as if AJ's fingers are showing, through the leather. But what I'd like to point out here is these gloves Anthony Joshua was wearing were actually foam Grant gloves. These are not horsehair like Tyson Fury wore in both fights against Deontay Wilder. In the first fight he wore Everlast MX gloves, which are horsehair, and he wore Pathan Sport horsehair gloves in the second fight with Deontay Wilder. So a lot sort of softer material, but yet AJ is wearing foam gloves here, and you can still see indentations and whatever. But what I'd like to know is, where was, the Alphabet Boys' energy for these photos? These you can say look just or even more suspect than Tyson Fury. But these are still shot photos. I've just taken down a handful from hundreds, much like they did with Fury. They've just picked some photos that look maybe a bit odd, ran with it, say cheated. It's just pathetic, man. But Andy Ruiz, he's an American Mexican. You should be backing this guy. Maybe it's because he beat Anthony Joshua. You guys didn't care. If Joshua were maybe to beat Andy Ruiz in the first fight, you would have probably looked at the gloves and said, oh, look, Joshua had to cheat to beat Andy Ruiz. Or, if this was Joshua Wilder and Joshua was to knock out Wilder with gloves looking like that, we wouldn't hear the fucking end of it. It's pathetic. But what do you guys think? I mean, the Alphabet Boys only keep that energy for one certain fighter. I mean, it's sad, man. Sad.